Not a terrible pitch that time. Borderline, could have gone either way as Smith steps back in the batter's box.
Sorry, folks, some of you guys at home were having a little trouble there on the internet with some connectivity things, but I think I got it settled. But we're back and back in the action. You guys just come on back in. I see you logging back in, so thank you guys for watching on whatsupshopper.com. Don't forget you can tweet at whatsupshopper.com at Seville Post 100.
And the 2-0 pitch is a bunt fouled off, strike one.
And at Shelby Post 82, you can also live chat with us here in the box online with your Facebook and Twitter names. You can sign in right under the video broadcast console. There's a little tab down there that says social stream. Click on that, and there'll be a big green button that says check in and chat, and just sign on in.
All right, the 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1 to Riley Smith. Melton at first base with Shelby's second hit of the night, and it's a 1-0 Shelby lead. Bottom of the second, 3-1 count on Riley Smith. Showing bunt, pitch is high, ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out for Shelby, and Cherryville in some trouble here in the bottom of the second now. Cody Fitch coming up to bat, the second baseman. Right-handed batter to face Brandon Alexander. Melton at second, Smith at first base. Nobody out. Shelby a must-win game or their season ends here tonight. Here's the pitch from Alexander. High, ball 1. Ball and no strikes, the count. Cherryville first baseman Shoemaker coming in as Fitch shows bunt, and he takes it for a strike. 1-1.
I'm over here looking at Richard Walker's stats on the internet, and I'm not seeing Alexander on here anywhere, so didn't pitch too much for Post 100 this year.
Not a lot. The bunt attempt has popped up, and it's trouble. Diving for it, and Alexander makes the catch as Hastings had come charging in, or he had had an easy play on a pop-up. He has come charging in, and Alexander and Kraft, the closest ones to it. Alexander diving laterally to make the catch.
What a play by Alexander. The bunt hit over his head. He had 1 win on the season and 1 loss. He was about about 8 other pitchers on that list, Danny? Something like that.
Cherryville's used a lot of different pitchers this year. And so
10.
Fitch is out on the pop-up, and it brings up Dustin Green with 1 out and runner still at first and second. Pitch is low, ball 1 to Dustin Green.
Shelby leads 1-0 bottom of the second inning. Evan Loasis with a big bomb in the bottom of the first for a home run.
Here's the pitch. And there for a strike. 1-1 to Green. Dark skies beyond the center and right field tree lines, and lights are on here at the ballpark. The big fans are running under the grandstand here. Warm, muggy evening, 2-1. Green is 1 for 9 in the playoff series here against Cherryville. Dustin Green. He is tonight's pitcher, and he's been very effective against Cherryville in the series from the mound. Here's a ground ball. This is going to be a slow roller to Kraft. He lets it roll up his arm. It's going to be an error on the shortstop. And Cherryville seems to be snake bitten again on the infield here at Shelby.
Well, they've
huge number of errors here 2 nights ago, and 4 errors last night at Fraley Field.
Well, they had the the scorebook in here, they had them as 9. We had them as 10, and you could probably have counted 3 to 5 more mental errors / possible errors that didn't get scored errors.
Chandler Young, the batter, with bases loaded and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ball hit up the middle for a base hit by Young. 1 run is in, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Coming in to score is Brock Melton on the RBI single for Chandler Young. Straight up the middle. And down to second goes Green, over to third Smith. Melton's run makes it 2-0 Shelby, bottom of the second. And we're back to the top of the order, Jackson Mims. Mims ground out in the first. And the pitch is a ball. They appeal to the base umpire. He says no, he did not go around. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Mims. Hear a lot of disapproval from the Cherryville fans. Bases loaded for Shelby. And the pitch is ball 2.
Between umpiring and coaching and playing and all my years of baseball, Milton, you pretty much just really know you start getting a ball or strike, you're going to get it back, you're going to miss more later, and unless it's strike 3, that's the only one you should really worry about.
Well, Coach Reynolds is coming out to visit the mound. We'll take this short 30-second break.
Since 1900, the Stamey Funeral Home in Fallston has been serving the families of our area with the finest in funeral service. In 1998, the Tysinger family began to serve the families of the Cherryville community, and today are a proud member of that community, providing services with dignity and respect. Caring for your family like our own, that's their slogan. Come talk with manager Pete Kraft about the services they provide at the Stamey Cherryville Funeral Home, 405 North Dixie Street in Cherryville.
All right, umpire heads out there to break up the meeting on the mound. Coach Reynolds waiting him out there. And he comes walking back with Luke Kaiser, his catcher, there, well within earshot of the umpire. I'm sure he had a few messages he wanted to send there to the umpire.
Well, you know, Milton, when they called timeout, if the second base umpire wouldn't run out into center field, he would just stand there on the mound. They wouldn't have these problems. The guy wouldn't have to walk out there and break it up, and they could all just listen and talk together.
It's 2-0 on Mims, and the pitch swung on and missed. 2-1 to Jackson Mims. Cherryville in trouble here in the bottom of the second. A run in. It's 2-0 Shelby. Bases are loaded. Only 1 out here. And the throw to first in the dirt, but dug out by Shoemaker. Runner is safe.
Post 100 leads this best-of-5 series 2-1, trailing in Game 4 here, 2-0 at Keeter Stadium.
Cherryville got out to the good start last night at home. Shelby's gotten out to a good start here on their home field. Here's fly ball to center field, shallow center. Best will catch it. Runner at third will not test the arm of Thomas Best. Mims a fly out, 2 down. Everybody stays put, and it brings up C.J. Brooks. Brooks struck out swinging against Alexander in the bottom of the first.
Thomas Best, this week's What's Up Shopper cover model.
That's exactly right.
Josh got a good picture of him out there stealing a base in the first game over here.
And folks who watched online last night got a little sneak preview of that cover on the whatsupshopper.com website. Kevin flashed it up during the broadcast last night.
We're about to flash it up now.
Flash it up for him again. There you go. Kevin's going to flash you all. Board says 2-0. Is that right? It may not matter. Here's a fly ball to center. Best will stand almost in his tracks to catch it for out number 3. So it could have been worse. Shelby got 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 3 big runners left on base. We've played 2. It's 2-0 Shelby on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. You're listening to B-Square Construction Baseball.
There you go, Ann. Your new account is now open. Just one more little thing. Here's your card.
What was that?
It's my new bank. Every time I turn around, I get hit with another fee.
You need to get an account at Carolina Federal Credit Union.
She's right.
Tired of getting hit by bank fees? Switch to Carolina Federal Credit Union today. Make those pains go away.
Here's your receipt.
It's time to gear up to mow the grass, prune the trees, and trim the weeds. To help with your outdoor projects, Husqvarna has everything you need. This means you can save time on the job, get the job done right, and enjoy the results of your hard work. Stop by Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center on the Reachville Road in Lincoln and see the full line of Husqvarna products. Husqvarna can help you with all of your lawn and landscape needs. Carolina Hardware Garden and Pool Center in Lincoln. Husqvarna, taming the wild. Most of us will make or assist in making funeral arrangements of some kind in our lives. This can mean making many decisions at a very difficult and emotional time. At Carpenter's Funeral Home of Cherryville, their funeral directors, John Porter and Carol Carpenter, are there to offer help and guidance. Carpenter's Funeral Home promotes the highest ethical and professional standards while maintaining cost-effective service, even winning the Pursuit of Excellence Award. Carpenter's Funeral Home, 1100 East Main Street in Cherryville, a member of the North Carolina Funeral Directors Association.
Freddie Farley, Josh Collins. Luke Kaiser will lead off for Cherryville. Kaiser, Bess, and Beam here in the Cherryville third. Down 2-0. Kaiser, the right-handed hitter, up, trying to get something started for Cherryville. He had a couple walks last night. His hitting streak ended last night, but he's 3 for 7 in the series. And it's ball 1 to Kaiser from Dustin Green. And the pitch outside, 2-0. In a little bit, Danny's got some information he gave me that I can share with you about the other area semifinals and so forth, as that's ball 3 to Kaiser. We'll do that at an opportune time during the broadcast here. Pitt County in Area 1 is awaiting. They're already in the Area 1 finals. They're awaiting their opponent. I'll tell you about that in a moment. There's a strike on the 3-0 pitch, 3-1 to Luke Kaiser. Coach Reynolds down at third base. Kaiser looking that way. It's 3-1 here. Cherryville down 2-0. And the pitch is a strike. 3-2. Now Cherryville one hit. That was Ryan Kraft's hit in the second. Shelby with 3 hits, one of them the solo homer by Loasis. And the next pitch hits Kaiser. So Kaiser on the 3-2 takes one in the left shoulder. And that'll bring up Thomas Bess. Pitt County will wait the winner of Wayne County and Kinston. They're playing a best 2 out of 3, and that series tied 1-1. That Area 1 final set to start Friday, perhaps. In the other Area 1 semis, it's Raleigh and Apex, a best 2 out of 3. Apex leads the series 1-0. And Johnston County and Garner, a best 2 out of 3. Garner leads the series 1-0. So Area 2, as the pitch is a ball to Bess. That's too many teams to be going to the finals. That must be the quarterfinals in Area 1. Here we go with the 1-0 pitch to Bess. Tell you the rest of it in a little bit. Next pitch inside. 2-0 on Bess. Cherryville got a runner aboard. Nobody out. Top of the third, down 2-0. And we've got Coach Grayson coming out. So while he's coming out, we'll talk about these other Area 2. Whiteville in the best 3 out of 5 series against Hope Mills. When does that start? It says starts Wednesday. Next Wednesday? It started last night. We don't know the results there. All right, in the other Area 2 semifinal, Wilmington and Morehead City. It's the best 3 out of 5. It starts Friday. Area 3, Statesville and Randolph County. Randolph County leads the series 1-0. It's best 3 out of 5. And Rowan County and High Point are in a best 3 out of 5. High Point's up 2-0. And if you don't know, we'll tell you about the Area 4 semis there in a little bit. Visit over. The 2-0 pitch to Bess in there for a strike. 2-1 to count on Thomas Bess. Bess grounded out to the second baseman his first time up.
Bess has been Mr. Dependable, been a prototypical leadoff man for Post 100. And like Danny said a few minutes ago, he was the last Post 100 player to get a home run, and that was the first game in Union County.
It's been a while. You're right. Here's the bouncer to second. Could be 2. 4-6 for the force. They can't double up Bess. It's very rare that they would. I said could be 2, but Bess would have probably had to fallen down or
they're going to try. They're going to have to try hard.
Yeah, he'd have had to done something to get doubled up. So Bess reaches on a fielder's choice, 1 out, as it's a 4-6 put out at second on Kaiser. And the batter's Josh Beam. This is the Beam, the left-handed right fielder tonight for Cherryville. He walked in the first inning.
And I called him Tyler a couple of times the other night. I'm sorry, Josh.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base. He'll go to first for the put out there. Bess advances up 90 feet down to second base. Beam out on the 4-3 put out for out number 2, and it brings up Tyler Shoemaker. Shoemaker struck out swinging in the first.
Shoemaker with a big hit last night. Hitting it short hop the wall, right, Milton?
Yeah.
Opposite field?
Shoemaker.
No, he pulled it. I was thinking he was a lefty for some reason.
His double for 2 runs in the second inning was to the little bit right of center field, is the way I've drawn it here in my scorebook. A little bit right of center field.
His father was lefty. He was the one down there making all the plays down the foul ball line.
Okay. Well, Shoemaker up here with 2 out and a runner at second. And a pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Freddie, you got your radio on? Throw your hand up.
Shoemaker.
There we go. Okay,
struck out on a 3-2 pitch in the first. Trying to see if he can come through here and get Cherryville a runner in. And timeout. We started this game at 7:24, folks, as they had rain here in Shelby about 4 o'clock and worked on the field a little bit. Neither team took warm-ups on the infield, just throwing the ball around a little bit in the outfield.
More of a lightning delay than a
probably
than a
little
rain
bit of,
delay.
Probably a little bit of a lightning delay here as well.
They just took their time getting the field ready, basically.
It looks like the sun trying to
Yeah,
come out a little bit. I see it glaring off of one of the signs out there in left field.
Going down back behind the service Shelby High School.
And it's low. 2 balls in 1 strike on Shoemaker. What's it look like? I see old sunshine back there.
Right over the football field. Don't miss Shelby Golden Line football this fall, guys. On 1390 AM. If you're not within the city limits and want to listen to it outside, you can download a TuneIn radio app or listen on realcountry1390.com so you can listen on the internet.
Pitch a ball, 3-1 on Shoemaker. Tyler Shoemaker, the big hard-hitting first baseman for Cherryville, steps back in, the right-hander, facing right-hander Dustin Green with that sidearm delivery. Comes way down under with that pitch. And here's the 3-1. It's outside, ball 4 on Shoemaker. So 2 on with 2 out for Heath King. King flied out to left to end the first inning. King getting start last night. And he walked a couple of times and had a base hit. He scored 3 runs in the 10-4 Cherryville victory at Fraley Field in Game 3. Cherryville comeback win here tonight would wrap up the series. Shelby playing for their lives. They win tonight. It goes back to Cherryville for the 5th and deciding game tomorrow night. Cherryville 2 out and 2 on here And King, the left-handed hitter, waits and takes strike one from Dustin Green.
Thomas Best out at second base, looks in. You guys looking in at home or looking from on our center field camera? Josh Collins manning the camera out in center field, all of about 500 feet away from us, 400, maybe 50.
Yeah, and here's the pitch. It hits the top of the plate there. 1-1 on King.
I don't know. It might be 100 feet from here to the plate.
King readies. And now he asks for time as Green.
Green's not moving fast enough for King at all.
No, they can't. They can't agree here on the pace. King batting fourth in the order tonight. And the pitch outside. Did he go? Yes.
Umpire says he did. I didn't think he did.
Yeah, the plate umpire says he went around. I don't know. He called it. 1-2 on King.
Popping it.
Best at second, Shoemaker at first, 2 out. Best is gone. Here's the throw to third, and he is safe. Best safe at third. He stole third on the pitcher, Green, who was not paying him any attention out there. Shoemaker still at first base, and now Cherryville 90 feet away from getting a run on the board here, down 2-0 in the top of the third. Green only a one hitter going. Sorry, I didn't know you was talking to
me. Green taking so much time between pitches, it allowed Thomas to get him his move time down and got a big jump.
And here King hits one right back at Green. He'll underhand toss it to the first baseman. It's a 1-3 put out. Cherryville leaves a runner at first and a runner at third in the inning. No runs on no hits. There were no errors and 2 left. We go to the bottom of the third, still 2-0 Shelby on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. You're listening to B-Square Construction Baseball.
Cherryville and North Lake Country Club are both open to and welcome to the public. Both locations have been recently remodeled and are available for weddings and receptions, also reunions, corporate and private parties, and more. The Cherryville Country Club is open for lunch and supper Thursday and Friday from 11 to 9, and both Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club are accepting new memberships at this time. The Cherryville Country Club golf course is also available to the public. Come on down for a great meal and great golfing experience. Cherryville Country Club and the North Lake Country Club.
So many policies with different providers makes everything confusing.
Man, when you bundle your home, auto, and life insurance policies with Nationwide, will help you feel more protected and even save you up to 25%. I think you can take it from here, right? Nationwide is on your side.
Call your local Nationwide agent, Sandy Cunningham in Cherryville today at 704-445-1990.
From Brandon Alexander. Next pitch, a base hit into left center for Loasis. He's 2 for 2, including the first inning home run. So leadoff batter on again for Shelby. That's their 4th hit.
Milton, I think it's safe to say Loasis likes what he sees coming out of the hand of Brandon Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander hasn't fooled him at all. And that brings up Nick Triplett. Triplett, a 5-3 ground out to end the first. Loasis homer in the first, a solo shot. Shelby added another run in the second. It was a leadoff single by Brock Melton, and a bases-loaded base hit brought him home. Here's a bunt down the third base line. Cherryville can't get anybody out on the play. It's a hit for Triplet. Triplet garners a hit. Loasis down to second. And Shelby looks like a different team than the team that was trailing big all night last night. And batter is Brock Melton. Melton singled and scored in the second.
Folks, here in a minute, we're going to introduce you to our cameraman and talk about exactly what we got going and what you watching tonight.
Here's Melton, and this is a fly ball to right.
Oh, it's
Beam breaks back at the warning track, makes the catch. Runner at second. Loasis will tag up, go to third on the fly out, one down. And they're on the corners now for Shelby post A2 and for Riley Smith.
Melton hooked that one like it looked like it was getting out of here. Danny Ecker jumped out of his chair. I thought it was gone too, the way it jumped off the bat, and it just died out there. Beam settling in under it, did a good job out there. And we're going to have another visit from Coach Reynolds.
And we'll keep it right here for a moment, see if what he's going to do here. And I'll tell you about Pat's Drive-In, 604 West Church Street in Cherryville, our pregame meal tonight. Visit Malcolm Parker and the gang down there at Pat's. Say hey to Kevin. Said he'd try to be listening in tonight. Pat's Drive-In, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. till 11 for breakfast, 11 a.m. till 8:30 p.m. for lunch and dinner. And you can get all your favorite sandwiches, get your hamburger steak, delicious salads, and more at Pat's Drive-In. Call 704-435-8833 for your call-in orders. Have it ready, eat when you get there, or carry it out, or just stop by, have a seat, and they'll take your order and get your food to you good and hot like our food tonight was. Pat's Drive-In, 604 West Church Street in Cherryville, and Coach Reynolds staying with Brandon Alexander. He's been out a couple of times, and tonight, once last inning, and this time this inning.
Well, the old first to third situation has arisen again in the Shelby Cherryville series. We're going to see what each team has in store for this situation. Don't be surprised from a bunt from Coach Grayson or some trickery. You know, they like to throw different things at each other.
Right. Fake to third, look to first there by Alexander. Smith's the batter. He walked in the second. In that bases loaded situation. Here's a drive to left field. It is a foul ball. It looked like it might stay fair, but it drops well foul when all's said and done. A little tricky from this high up in the field. If you know here at Shelby, the field's kind of down in the hole. Your stands are higher up, and of course the press box even higher. And sometimes the trajectory of the ball fools you.
Looks like it's going out.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
Especially those hit to certain directions. They are really tricky. Pop-ups become fly-outs, and fly-outs become pop-ups. It's strong. Takes it for ball one low. Could block. For Smith, and there's two down. And that'll bring up Cody Fitch. Fitch popped up to the pitcher in the second. That was that diving catch by Alexander left of the mound from our vantage point. Fitch, right-handed batter, waits. Runner at third, 2 out now, and the pitch is ball 1. So it's 3-0 Shelby now, bottom of the third. They've scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 here in the third with another runner 90 feet away. And the pitch here is a base hit into center field. It's going to be 4-0 Shelby on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. RBI single for Fitch with 2 out. He's took that one politely to center field. 2 runs in the inning, 4-0 Shelby. And the batter is Dustin Green, who reached on an error in the second inning.
4-0. This series will have 2 tight games. Cherryville blows them out, and then Shelby takes a big lead. I mean, what a series.
Yep. Cherryville with only 1 hit. That was Shelby's 6th hit of the night. And there's a strike to Green. Shelby 3 hits in the inning. 6 overall. One of them, the Lawassa solo homer in the first inning. 4-0 Shelby. Swing and a miss. The ball got away from Kaiser. And down to second will go Fitch. The pitch actually hit the plate and bounced away, so give it a wild pitch. But Green swung at it anyway. It's 0-2 on Dustin Green.
Dustin Green pitched 40 innings in the regular season. Ended with a 2.45 ERA. You know, it's amazing all these low ERAs, and then you look at the scoreboards of all these games, and there's 20 runs on the board. Who gave up all the runs?
Yeah, here's a one that bounces in. Kaiser gets it, but not in time as Triplett gets down to third base on another wild pitch from Brandon Alexander. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes on Green. So Cherryville giving away bases here tonight. As much as they did Tuesday night, but not quite as many errors. Just wild pitches this particular instance. And that's high, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Dustin Green. 2-2, Deuces wild, 2 out, runner at third. And Alexander trying to get that last out. And a swing and a miss struck him out. Kaiser can't find the ball. Now the throw to first got him. The putout will go 2-3 officially. It'll be a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 3. So Shelby gets 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits. There were no errors and 1 runner left. We played 3. It's 4-0 Shelby on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Listening to B-Square Construction Baseball.
For complete auto repair, see Garen Sellers at Seller Service Center on the Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Right now, they're offering alignments for only $29.95 with a purchase of 4 tires. But hurry, the offer ends soon. From tires and repair to inspections to alignment and custom rims, Seller Service Center does it all. From AC repair to shocks, struts, oil changes, and computerized balancing. Seller Service Center does it all. 7156 Dallas-Cherryville Highway. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturdays, 8 to 1.
St. John's Lutheran Church has a new pastor. Reverend Eric Childers welcomes everyone to worship at St. John's in Cherryville. Sunday school begins at 9:45 a.m. and worship at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We also have Lenten services on Wednesdays with meal at 6 p.m. and service at 6:30 p.m. through Easter Sunday. Elementary school youth also meets every Wednesday at 4:45, and high school and middle school youth meet every other Sunday night at 6 p.m. Come visit and worship with us at St. John's Lutheran Church, 310 West Church Street, Cherryville, North Carolina, 704-435-9264.
Bruce isn't sure why he's out here, but this happens every time Aunt Betty and her allergies come to town, doesn't it, Bruce? But now, Train can help downtrodden animals like Bruce. A Train Clean Effect system removes up to 99.98% of the allergens from all the air that it heats or cools, so your owners will never choose Aunt Betty over you again. Let's go find your family a Train dealer.
Call Roland Black Heating and Cooling, 704-865-1375.
It's hard to stop a train.
Put out 1-3 in the second inning, leading off that inning. Cherryville only one hit tonight. Meanwhile, Shelby's racked up 4 runs on 6 hits. Cherryville 1 error. Shelby has not made an error in the game to this point through 3 innings. Jenkins, left-handed hitter, waits. Dustin Green delivers. Foul off the other way. It's 0-2 on Jenkins. Update on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Gaston Braves built their lead 2-0 now on Caldwell County in the 3rd inning. That's in the other semifinals in Area 4. Caldwell leading that series 2-1. So Gaston playing for their lives, just as Shelby here plays for its season to continue. And it's ball 1, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm glad you reminded me, Milton. I'll keep up with that now on here on Twitter. Jeff Link out there tweeting at Caldwell County. I think that's Press Box Man. Is that right?
Chandler Jenkins, is called out on strikes as they appeal. The first base umpire says he went around, and that is a strikeout, out number 1 for Cherryville, and Dylan Hastings, the batter up, with Ryan Kraft on deck.
Who's coaching first for Cherryville? Is that Gravy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's the pitch to Alexander, popped up, and it's going to be the first baseman making the catch, Brock Melton, for out number 2. Big old rainbow.
I was about to say, I don't know if you guys can see it, not from that camera. Freddie, see if you can get that rainbow out there in center field. Just show the field and show Josh out there in center field.
Old Roy GB
there it is.
There.
You can see it a little bit on the screen. Not too great, but
well, maybe that means no more.
While we're here,
rain
Freddie,
tonight.
Go ahead and zoom out there on Josh.
That's Josh doing a 4th inning. We need some runs dance or something.
Well,
strike 1.
Hey,
Kraft.
Josh. Hey, Josh, give a wave to Freddie. You're zoomed in on right now. Say hello to the camera. You're live on the internet. Josh is out there in center field. Thank you, Josh, for everything you do.
Did he bring his deck of solitaire cards tonight? There's a strike called on Kraft. 0-2 to Ryan Kraft, and the Shelby fans hooping it up every time the first base ump will call a strike on Cherryville. And we've got first base umpire, I think it's just warned Coach Reynolds. And Coach Reynolds is charging out there. Look out, fans. Coach Reynolds may have been warned, and he's coming out to say, what? What's this all about? You want to talk to me?
He just said, what? Coach Reynolds just asked, what? I can't hear
what? It's so loud.
Zoom in, Freddie. Close you can, Coach Reynolds.
Yeah.
While he's yelling at him.
Yeah. Coach Reynolds now giving the home plate umpire a piece of his mind there. And gets a little raucous here in the top of the 4th. Shelby leading 4-0. Cherryville 2 outs and nobody on. Ryan Kraft, the batter, he has the only hit for Cherryville, a single to right field in the 2nd inning with 2 out at the time. Cherryville's had the best chance they had to score tonight was in the 3rd inning. They had Bess at 3rd and Kaiser at 1st with 2 out and couldn't get a run in.
I'm watching Coach Reynolds on the video over here, Milton. Freddie, keep it zoomed in for right now. It's Josh has got the pitch, so you keep it on Coach Reynolds, and he's still having some words with the umpire down the left field line, and the third baseman Jackson Mims are having a time over there.
And the 0-2 pitch to Kraft is a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Kraft. Green ready. And the pitch. And it's called strike 3, and that'll do it for Cherryville. 3 up, 3 down in the 4th. And we have played 3.5 innings on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Remains Shelby 4, Cherryville 0. We'll be back.
There's no doubt about it. Your pet is a member of the family, and you want to give them the best possible.
When the septic tank backs up, Dennis Willis Septic Service in Cherryville is the name to remember. Dennis Willis services, repairs, and installs all types of septic tanks. They have pump-out tanks, too. Call Dennis Willis for septic tank service at 704-435-2326. Again, that's 704-435-2326 for professional, fair, and honest work from a name you've trusted for years. Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
Thinking about remodeling your home? Or maybe you're even thinking about building a new home, or maybe a new building out back. Either way, call on the building experts at B Squared Construction. Get your project started today. From decks to roofing to kitchen and bath to siding to gutters. Also window and door replacement. With over 40 years of combined experience, B Squared Construction. Call Brad Beatonhead at 704-201-4453 or Banjo Strap at 704-713-8296 to get your project started today.
Dennis Willis Septic Tank Service of Cherryville. Again, that's 704-435-2326.
And we go to the bottom of the fourth here at Keeter Stadium, Veterans Field, and the batter up is Chandler Young. He had an RBI single in the second, and this one goes to right field over toward the line beam on the run. Got there and goes over almost the fence there. Almost a head-first flip over the fence for Josh Bean.
That's a good piece of camera work by our center fielder. I'm going to give him a little credit out there. Good job, Josh. Great catch by Bean.
Yes, it was. On the dead run, he caught the ball, ran into that fence. You don't have a lot of room where he was at between the line and the fence. Not much room at all. Out one for the top of the order. Mims pitch swung on and missed. This is not Mims. This is number 4, guys, isn't it? Yeah, I believe it is. Mims is number 6. So let's see who this is.
That's number 6.
Is it 6?
Yeah, that's Mims.
I thought it was a 4. Sure.
It looked like it on the screen I'm looking at.
All right, pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, it's 6.
It is. Okay, it looked like a 4 for some reason to me. Oh, well.
Shelby leads 4-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning over at Cherryville Post 100. You're watching live baseball on whatsupshopper.com. Gets by the catcher, going to have to make the throw. Kaiser comes up throwing him, gets the out at first.
Yep, it was a 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed by Mims, so another strikeout, throw him out, 2-3 to put out officially for out number 2. And the Gaston Braves build their lead to 3-0 on Caldwell County in the top of the fifth. Top of the fifth, 3-0 Gaston Braves leading Caldwell County. We're in the bottom of the fourth here, 4-0 Shelby leads. 2 out, and C.J. Brooks, the batter up, pitch bounces in there. Ball 1. Brooks, a strikeout and a fly out tonight.
Brooks has been pretty much pitched around a lot in this series, Milton. They'll bring in a lot of lefties. Coach Reynolds will bring in to face him.
And here he shows why. He gets a base hit to right field with 2 out to bring up Evan Loasis. Loasis, a home run and a base hit tonight. 2 runs scored, 1 RBI on the home run. And Loasis with 2 out, he can do some damage here for Shelby.
Yes, he can already with a big bomb tonight. Hit it over not just the regular fence, hit it over the extra high fence. Advertising over the Shelby Motors and American Inn, North Carolina there in left center field. Hit it over the 365 with about 25, 30 feet in the air, so put a good charge in it.
Throw to first and runner back. 2 out, 1 on for Shelby. Bottom of the fourth. They've scored every inning, at least 1 run every inning. And it's ball 1 here to Loasis. The pitch. Ground ball to short. Kraft. Kraft drops it.
Kraft's had some trouble of late, Milton.
I don't know what's going on out there. You're absolutely right. That's not normal for these guys, for any of these guys. This many errors in these many last 3 games, including this one. second error for Cherryville. Second error on shortstop. So 2 on, 2 out for Triplet.
Well, they can't blame it on the field. I mean, this is you got to say it's about the best field in the area, if not in the state, as far as high school goes.
And the pitch missed by Kaiser. He can't find the ball, and everybody will move up. It was right under him.
Between his feet,
He couldn't see it. Hard to see with that headgear
Got to
on.
get the mask off when you don't catch it and the ball's by. It's the first thing you're supposed to do, get the mask off so you can find the baseball.
Call it a pass ball, and Brooks goes to third. Loasis to second base.
I think he got crossed up a little bit there, Milton. It looked funny. It looked like he was expecting a slider or change in the ball. You know, Kaiser was looked like he was looking for the ball below his mask, and he had the last second put the glove up like to defend it. Now Dylan Hastings is going to come over and have a few words with Alexander.
Killing a little time. Got some activity for Cherryville.
Okay, now here comes Coach Reynolds.
Yeah, so we may see a pitching change here. Nick Triplet, the batter up. He bats fourth in the order for Shelby. And they lead 4-0 with 2 out and runners at second and third. And that's going to be it for Brandon Alexander. And we'll be back with the changes for Cherryville and find out who the new pitcher will be. Stay tuned.
Your home. There is a national shortage of home standby generators. Now is the time to order your Generac home standby generator from Mr. Sparky and Wise Electric in Cherryville. Call now and get $500 off when you mention this ad.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time, you'll see. Mr. Sparky, all your repair is free. You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend project.
Ace, the helpful place.
Hi, I'm Sherry Hefner, the pastor's wife at the First Baptist Church of Cherryville. Proverbs 22:6 says, "Teach your children the way they should go, and when they grow up, they will not depart from it." As a mother of 4 teens and young adult children, I can attest to the many challenges of Christian parenting in these modern times. That is why this scripture is such a comfort to me. I can rest assured knowing that regardless of the choices my children may make in life, they can never get away from the godly upbringing that my husband and I have provided for them. Are you laying a godly foundation for your children? This is Sherry Hefner of First Baptist Cherryville, where we strive to accomplish all things through Christ.
DH. And the batter up, Triplet, promptly drops one into right field. 1 run in. Here comes Loasis. He'll score. And it's a 2-run single for Triplet here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 out. And Shelby makes it 6-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. Brooks scores and Loasis scores.
Well, that pitching change didn't last more than a pitch there, Milton. As we were talking about, I thought they might just walk Triplet there and pitch around into Melton, but I forgot Melton was behind him. I was thinking someone else wasn't, but Melton with the big stick too. So they bring in the relief pitcher, and he gives up a first pitch, first hit.
2 runs.
And 2 runs later, 6-0. Shelby leads. Cherryville Post 100 in Game 4. As Post 100 leads the series though 2-1. And if Cherryville would lose tonight, they would go back to Cherryville tomorrow.
Swing and miss by Melton. Melton, the batter, he's 1 for 2 on the night with a run scored in the 2nd inning. So Shelby continues their streak of scoring at least 1 run every inning. They've scored 2 this inning and 2 the last. And the count goes 1-1. Triplet at first. 2 down. Here's the pitch. A ball. Runner going to second. Throw bounces in and gets away. Still on base for Triplet. And the count is 2-1 on Melton. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Brock Melton. The Shelby first baseman, left-handed batter. And he steps out. Now we got Triplett going to third, and it was a balk called. Yep. Balk called, and Cherryville's coming apart here in the 4th inning.
I don't see any argument out of the Cherryville dugout. So
all this with 2
anybody
out.
Catch that, Danny? Sir. Did you catch that balk? What he did?
No, I did not.
Pitch is high, 3-1 to Melton. The inning started out innocently enough, a fly out by Young on the first pitch, a 2-2 strikeout by Mims. But then Brooks singled, Wasis reaches on an error, or we'd be out of the inning. And then after that, change pitchers. King's first pitch to Triplett, singled into right field, 2-run score. And the 3-1 pitch is fouled off by Melton, 3-2. So Cherryville continues to give extra outs and allow extra base runners and extra bases once they get on. They've let them get on by error, let them get on and go to second or third on wild pitches.
Last thing I got out of Gastonia, the Braves lead Caldwell 4-0 in the 3rd.
Melton goes deep, right field, back, and it is way out of here for Brock Melton. A 2-run homer makes it 8-0 with 2 out in the bottom of the 4th. A 2-run home run.
Totally different game than last night. Not to say Shelby brought the sticks here at Keeter Stadium Veterans Field. And Shelby High School, Brock Melton with a 3-run bomb, or 2-run bomb.
Yeah, 4 runs in the inning. 8-0. The score on the Mr. Sparky House.
9. Is that?
That's not.
It's just 8, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just 8. There's only 1 runner on. It's 8-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard. A run in the first on the Loasis solo homer. A run in the second. 2 in the 3rd, and now 4 here. And here's a bouncer to shortstop. Kraft's got it. Throw to first in time to get Riley Smith for the 6-3 ground out. But Shelby, 4 runs in the inning on 1, 2, 3 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. We played 4. It's 8-0 Shelby on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and this is B-Square Construction Post 100 Baseball.
Friends, let's stop spending our weekends driving back and forth from some home improvement warehouse. Let's make one trip to Ace, get help quickly from people who know their stuff, and do it all before our second cup of coffee. Get your weekend back.
Ace can help you quickly turn your to-do list into a to-done list.
To help out with your weekend projects, see Ferguson's Ace Hardware. Ferguson's Ace Hardware on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, helping you out with your weekend project.
Ace, the helpful place.
What are you looking forward to most in life? In the book of Acts, in the 1st chapter, verse 9 says these words, "After saying this, he was taken up into a cloud while they were watching, and they could no longer see him. 2 white-robed men suddenly stood among them. 'Men of Galilee,' they said, 'why are you standing here staring into heaven? Jesus has been taken from you into heaven, but someday he will return from heaven in the same way you saw him go.'" Something to look forward to is the return of Jesus. This is Vince Hefner, pastor of the First Baptist Church of Cherryville, saying, don't give in to sin. Think about it.
Buy one, get a second at half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27 west of Lincoln. Ask about their buy one, get one half price specials. On Mondays, it's a poor boy basket. Tuesdays, a cheeseburger basket. Wednesdays, a barbecue basket. Thursdays, a chicken filet basket. And on Fridays, it's a big old fish basket. Buy one, get one half price at the Home Place Restaurant, Highway 27, 2 miles west of Lincoln. And be sure to use their convenient drive-through window. Attention diabetics. Here's a message from Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville. Are you paying too much for diabetic testing supplies? Then see Hauser Drug Store in downtown Cherryville. $0. $0 is how much your monitor, strips, and lancets should cost if you have Medicaid or Medicare plus a supplement. See Hauser Drug Store today. Find out all the details. That's Hauser Drug on the corner in downtown Cherryville.
All right, it's top of the 5th. Cherryville batter up is Brett Huff. First pitch, ball 1 from Dustin Green. Awfully dark sky out behind the trees in center field, but back behind us, not looking too bad weather-wise. It's not an official game yet. if a lot of folks might start doing their rain dance now as the count goes 2-0 on Huff. It's 8-0 Shelby as Cherryville comes to bat in the top of the 5th.
A lot of Cherryville folks.
Yeah, Cherryville folks. I forget, we might have some.
We've got worldwide viewers tonight,
Shelby
Milton.
fans watching on the internet. Yeah, hello there. 2-1 on Huff. And the pitch, swung on him, foul tipped. 2-2.
Folks, you're listening and watching to Post 100 Baseball, brought to you by B Squared Construction on WhatsUpShopper.com and WCSL 1590 AM. And you can listen to us on HRMB.com with the TuneIn Radio app. You can find WCSL with your smartphones and tablets. You can watch the game with your Android and your iPads and iPhones.
Here's the pitch outside, 3-2.
And if you really just want to ride down the road, there's also 2 other radio stations on here tonight. Don't forget Big O Country, WHS 1390. Dan and Andy down. Is it Andy? Did you see Andy here tonight, or buddy? And strikeout will be the first out of the inning there.
Huff caught looking. That brings up Luke Kaiser.
Huff has been bumped in the lineup. We talk about
he's moved down to 8th in the order.
Looking at the regular season standings, he was one of the top hitters in the area, and he's been struggling as of late. I've got him as Richard's got him as the 8th best average in the area from the teams that he had stats for.
He's just in an 0 for slump in this series. He's now 0 for 15.
Oh, goodness. He batted .380 in the regular season.
Ball 1 to Kaiser. And the next pitch, third base side foul. 1-1 Kaiser. Luke was hit by a pitch in the 3rd inning.
Poor Huff. Just had a bad week, Milton, and that happens sometimes. I remember my last year in high school, I went into the Easter tournament and batting 4-something and hadn't struck out all year, and I struck out 4 times in the tournament and was like 2 or 3 for 13 or 14, so it can happen.
And here's a bouncer high. It's going to be the pitcher near the third base line. Throw to first, still gets Kaiser. 1-3 on the putout. 2 up, 2 down for Thomas Bess. Bess has grounded out and reached on a fielder's choice and has stolen a base tonight. Was at third base in the 3rd inning when it was a 2-1 ball game. Left stranded at 3rd. Cherryville has only left 4 on the night and hadn't left enough runners on base even to be within half the runs they're down. They got those runners in. Here's a first pitch ground ball to the second baseman by Bess, and throw to first will do it. 1-2-3 Cherryville in the 5th. We move along, and it's official now. 8-0 on the Mr. Sparky Hauser Drug scoreboard, and B Square Construction baseball continues.
Get your
Stamey Funeral Home, serving Cleveland and surrounding counties since 1900. Stamey Funeral Home is owned and operated by the Tysinger family, loving and caring licensed professionals. Our family is here for your family during one of the most difficult periods in life, planning, pre-planning, or pre-need counseling. We're here to listen, care, and help. That's what families are all about. Stamey Funeral Home, located in Fallston, our family serving your family.
Car Store in Cherryville is your source for auto sales and service. Stop by to see the Jenkins boys for the best deals around on pre-owned vehicles. The Car Store now does inspections, oil changes, tire and wheel changes, along with brake service, paintless dent removal, and minor repairs. The Car Store in Cherryville is locally owned and operated for over 20 years on Lincoln and Highway 150 in Cherryville. Let us earn your business. If we don't have it, we will find it. Call today, 704-435-1988.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888 8 Sparky.
And welcome back. Milton Baker, Kevin Hastings with you. Danny Aker here. Josh Collins and Freddie Farley on the cameras. You're listening to WCSL 1590 AM and watching on whatsupshopper.com. And batter up for Shelby will be Cody Fitch. Fitch Green.